How often do we overlook the beauty of each present moment that's available? Like, how often do we just steamroll through each day without taking any time to realize that there is beauty always surrounding us, even in difficult times? There's always something to be grateful for, even in difficult challenges that life offers us. There's always physical sensations, pleasures to tune into, the very subtle ones that are always overlooked. They can be tuned into, and it can really help to strip away a lot of the judgments, even just the very subtle judgments that we tend to kind of distract ourselves with or entertain. These judgments that we entertain, they siphon a lot of our energy out of the present moment. How often does that happen? I mean, every moment of the day, our attention is trying to get put over here and on the stress, and trying to get you out of your body, in the sense of you're no longer present in the moment, and it's so easy to get distracted pulled into the stories that the mind tries to convince us that something's going wrong, and things should be better. This moment's not good enough. It should be like this. Oh, the past was so much better. Oh, it'll be so much better in the future. We get distracted so easily from these mental stories that really pull us out of the present moment. And one great way to really tune back in to your body, into the present moment, is through the physical senses. It really is that simple. Even through all the stresses that life brings us, and all the challenges that we are supposed to move through, really to evolve and to learn lessons in a human life, which is why I believe we have these human lives, is to really learn and embrace these challenges that come up, as hard as it may be. I think that's how we move through what the Eastern tradition has called karma. It's how we move through karma. We're never stuck in it unless we choose to be a victim of it. But my point is to really stop getting pulled out of our awareness of the beauty that is around us. It's to go back into it, is to tune into the senses. It's a really easy gateway to stop having your energy siphoned so much. It's to really tune in, of feeling your fingers, wow, I have no idea how these things are moving. I have no idea how I'm able to speak these words. I get it, I can speak because I know the English language, and all these things that, right, they just make logical sense. But on a very, really deep, trippy level of thinking about it, it's well, how am I moving my physical body? It doesn't actually make sense. It moves so effortlessly. I don't have to think about it. It's just all automatic. It's all subconscious. And when you're able to really tune back in like that, it can be so many just subtle, beautiful experiences can arise from that, of just really letting that simplicity sink in, of wow, I can touch the ground. I can taste food. As simple as these things are, just being with your senses in the present experience can be really freeing from all the mental stories of these stories in the mind that say this moment's not good enough. You were happier back then. you'll be happier when you get this money or when you get this outcome that the mind will put on a pedestal and you got to go chase it. It's like there's so much simple pleasure available in every moment. The ability to hear what I'm hearing right now. The ability to feel the ground right now. Yes, I have goals. Yes, we should all have goals to move forward to. But putting them on a pedestal and thinking that I'll be happy once I get these outcomes, it's my point. We miss on the present beauty that is always available. The way I can move my fingers across my face. The way I can get up from here and start walking. The way I can take a deep breath and anchor into this moment. The way I can fix my hair because it's so messy. The way I can make lightness out of each moment. The way we can just tune into the playfulness, the light-hearted energy of being a human. It's all available. It's always available to just tune into the aliveness of what is available in the five senses, in the five sense reality of just being able to hear, taste, touch, smell. Just these simple functions of being a human is what is so overlooked for myself, at least, but it's just so easy to overlook it, of getting overrun by the stress that the mind creates. It's all created by the mind, really. If you think about it, all the stress that we tell ourselves, it's all just self-generated by stories that run in the mind. And they get you thinking about the past or the future. It's all that's happening in the mind. They seem to make sense of like, I need to stress about this, I need to worry about this. Oh, I'm so guilty for that thing that I did in the past. The stories will be convincing. But like I've been discussing in the videos, there's always an awareness that's available of like, I'm sure that it happened. The experiences happened, and these worries are potential. They exist in potential. But there's always an aware presence of this human experience. And a great way to simply integrate that into our human lives is to really tune in to our five senses. To really enjoy our five senses in a way that anchors us into present moment awareness. The present moment is just so overlooked by the mind's judgments, essentially. The past and future are all some form of judgments, of judging yourself from doing something in the past, or judging this moment as not good enough, and then the future will be better, or the past was better and now it's not good enough. It's all, the mind will always try to create and try to buy you into these stories that tell you that this present moment's not good enough. And it's a trap. It's always a test. It's always a test. These, like, there's nothing inherently evil about these thoughts that appear, telling you this moment's not good enough. It's always just a test on your awareness, essentially. That's how I like to see it. Because if I judge that voice, that's just adding another judgment into the mix, and it gets really messy. But if we have that awareness of like, okay, this voice, this story is trying to anchor me out of the present moment and get me fixated either on the past or the future. It's trying to get me to judge this present moment as not good enough. I see that as a trick. I see that as a way that's only going to siphon away some of my energy, my mental power, essentially. So can I just recalibrate, enter into this present moment, and from that you really become more coherent within yourself. And so when you become more coherent within yourself, the stories become a lot less convincing. They really do. They might still arise, but they're like, well, why would I buy into that so much when I feel very peaceful in this moment? And from that state of inner coherence, it makes going after the goals that we have for the future a lot less stressful. Very much less stressful. Not to say that worries and things won't come up again, like I've been saying. It's just that they become a lot less charged with more awareness. And you start to realize, like, why do I don't have to invest in these stories. I would rather just be in the present, anchor my awareness into the present moment, tune into the beauty that is available through my 5 senses right here and right now, become more coherent, and then from that coherence it's very able to just reverse those stories, or to have that mental coherence, mental awareness of, like, I don't need to buy into that story that the mind's telling me. I can actually switch it and buy into a story that's constructive and encouraging and a lot more peaceful, because I'm so anchored in this moment. And that bridge for me is really through the 5 senses of making this present moment enjoyable by tapping into the very simple things of feeling my hands. Like I was saying earlier, have no idea the millions of neurons, the blood cells that all have to work together. My heart has to be beating in a certain rhythm to keep this physical body alive. Like, it really is trippy if you have that awareness to slow down and get out of those mental stories and to really tune into the 5 senses. It really is a beautiful experience to tap into. And then each moment begins to become just more beautiful the more you plug into the reality of love that is already here. It's that reality of the beautifulness that's just already present. Yeah, there's beauty in future outcomes when you go towards your goals and you achieve your goals, of course. But there is nothing wrong with this moment inherently, right? Because all the stories that generate suffering, they only occur when the conditioned mind starts to judge this moment as not good enough. And that's where the pedestalized outcomes come into play of, like, this moment's not good enough, the future will be better. And that's when you miss out on the beauty of the ordinary experiences, right? So what I want to end this off with is this idea of, I talked about having the awareness, the mental awareness to get out of those stories and to not buy into them, and the bridge being tuning into the physical senses. Another great way that works great with tuning into what is here now, once you're tuning into your physical senses, is to look at those judgments of the present moment of trying to get you into the past or the future, is to forgive yourself for having been invested in them in the past, and to just forgive those judgments altogether, because these judgments that arise are just It's the innocent nature of the mind itself to do that. It's all survival patterns, trying to keep you safe and tense and brace against the world and not be open to the beauty that is available in the present moment, like I've been talking about. Right? These judgments are just survival-based patterns that I believe it is what the human experience is about, is to evolve out of those stories, out of buying into those stories, and to move into flow, working with the present moment of whatever's arising in the present moment, and to move through it, releasing judgments, forgiving the judgments that arise. And so I want to just leave it at that, giving you a soft reminder that there is so much beauty available in the five senses, tuning into the five senses, tuning into the present moment. It's really simple. Like, it's not complicated, but even myself, so easy to overlook. So easy to look right through it, to buy into the stories that the mind is telling you, buying into those survival programs of judging the present moment as not good enough. But once we can really tune into the present moment more and more, it's just, you want that more. Like, the more is practiced of going into the present moment and tuning into the five senses and the beauty that's available. The more often we do that, the more enjoyable that reality becomes, and from that it becomes easier to no longer invest so much energy into those stories that keep you in suffering. Right? So that's really it. Enjoy the physical experience that is in each moment, forgiving the judgments that arise about the moments. Because the truth is, the awareness of love is always available.